Imagine aiming for a 5% economic growth amidst a myriad of challenges. Well, that's exactly what China is doing in 2024. The Dragon of the East is setting sights high, with an ambitious growth target that is not without its fair share of obstacles. Deflation rears its head, a property market struggles to find its footing, and internal demand seems to be taking a nap. It's like trying to scale a mountain while the ground beneath is shaking. Premier Li Qiang, the man steering the ship, has been candid about these risks, warning of the difficulty of achieving this growth and the challenge of hiking inflation to 3%. It's a balancing act of epic proportions, a high-wire economic act that the world watches with bated breath. But despite these hurdles, Beijing is not backing down. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, China's struggling property market. A key issue impacting the economic health of the nation is the large volume of unsold residential properties. This inventory, gathering dust, represents not only a missed opportunity in terms of potential revenue, but also a considerable financial burden. The property sector is a major driver of China's economy, contributing significantly to GDP. When it struggles, the ripple effects are felt throughout the economy. The current situation has been likened to a domino effect. The unsold properties represent lost revenue for developers, which leads to decreased investment in new projects. This, in turn, affects related industries such as construction and manufacturing, ultimately slowing down the entire economy. A weak property market also has a direct impact on the average Chinese citizen. Homeownership is a significant part of the Chinese dream, and the high inventory of unsold properties suggests that this dream is becoming increasingly unaffordable. This could lead to decreased consumer confidence and, consequently, lower consumption rates, further exacerbating economic slowdown. Adding to these concerns is the decreased frequency of China's economic data releases. In the past, these regular updates provided a certain level of transparency and allowed both domestic and international stakeholders to gauge the health of the economy. Now, with fewer updates, there is a growing sense of uncertainty. This lack of information feeds into the existing apprehension about the state of China's economy, creating a climate of caution that may deter both local and foreign investment. In essence, the struggling property market is not just an isolated issue. It's a symptom of larger economic challenges and a critical barometer of China's economic health. The resolution of this property issue is therefore crucial for China's economic recovery and growth. Clearly, the property issue is a significant factor in China's economic health. Economies do not exist in a vacuum, do they? So what's the international scene? One can't fully understand China's economic health without considering its role in the global market. China's steel production, for instance, remains robust, bolstered by exports and a thriving auto industry. These industries don't just fuel China's growth, they're also barometers of global demand and economic vitality. International interactions are also key in assessing China's economic vigor. Australia, for example, is a significant player in this narrative. The dynamics of trade, investment, and diplomatic relations between these two countries offer valuable insights into China's economic pulse. Then, there's the grand global effort to cut greenhouse gas emissions. China is a formidable player in this arena, thanks to its advanced renewable energy technology. The world's hopes for a greener future are, to a large extent, pinned on China's capacity to innovate and implement sustainable solutions. But let's not forget the technology tug-of-war. Tensions simmer between China and the West, particularly North America and Europe, over technology access. This technological Cold War could have far-reaching implications for China's economy, potentially influencing investment flows and shaping the country's strategic decisions. International relations, as we see, are not just about diplomacy, but also about economic health. The road to 5% growth in 2024 is paved with challenges and uncertainties for China. The nation's economic ambitions are bold, despite the hurdles they face. The task at hand is to navigate the choppy waters of a struggling property market, the specter of deflation, and a soft internal demand that could potentially dampen their hopes for a robust economic resurgence. The property sector, an important pillar of the economy, is teetering on the edge, with a substantial inventory of unsold residential properties posing a significant risk. The deflationary pressures, if not tackled, could lead to a vicious cycle that can stifle growth and investment. Furthermore, the weak internal demand, a reflection of the consumer sentiment, could potentially slow down the economic engine. On the international front, the tension with nations like the United States and Europe over technology access adds another layer of complexity to China's economic trajectory. These geopolitical dynamics not only shape China's trade and diplomatic relationships, but also have far-reaching effects on its economic health. Against this backdrop, China's leadership has set an ambitious growth target. The road ahead is not without its share of potholes and roadblocks. However, the nation's ability to adapt and innovate has always been its strength. As it stands at this economic crossroads, the world watches with bated breath. Will China achieve its ambitious target, or will these obstacles prove too great? Only time will tell.